Do you wear hearing aids but struggle to hear on the phone? Hi, I'm Hainan with Hainan's Ear Tips, where I teach you about better hearing with or without hearing aids. Today, I want to talk about listening better on the telephone when you wear hearing aids. You might have noticed that I said listening. Today is not a tech talk, or this episode is not a tech talk, technology about the best types of wireless connection, the best types of phones, all that type of stuff. This is simply listening strategies on the telephone. So when you're struggling to hear on the phone and you're doing the best you can with the technology, it's a good idea to think about the questions. The instinctive question that we often use, any of us, with or without hearing aids or hearing loss, is, huh? What was that? But the problem with those questions are, when you say what happens? You usually get the exact same response that you had a problem with the first time, repeated back. And there's a chance that the second time around you might get it, but there's a good chance you won't. Furthermore, when you say what and huh, it also implies laziness. And people, sadly, are just not that accommodating very often. And so a lot of times people will get irritated and kind of miffed that you've asked them. And they may be okay with the first time, but if you say it the second or third time, it just gets really irritating. And it causes the conversation to kind of grind to a halt. So I'd like to suggest that you use a couple of alternative questions. The first one would be, can you please rephrase that? Or can you please say that again differently? That shows more interest, and good chances are when the person says it differently, your brain will kind of put the bits and pieces of what it thought it heard on the first one and what you hear on the rephrase, kind of put it all together, and a light bulb might go off in your head. I got the message. And then you may or may not ask a second question, which would be a yes or a no question. So you might say, did you say we're meeting tomorrow evening at 7 p.m.? It's a lot easier to hear a yes or a no answer over the phone than it is a long, lengthy description. And so by asking a yes or a no question, it helps to confirm even better the message that you're trying to get. So if you have hearing loss and you wear hearing aids, and I think actually for any of us, a good challenge is to pause the huh, pause the what, and use better questions. Ask people to rephrase, use yes or no questions, and see if that helps the listening on the phone to go better. And another time we'll talk about the technology you can use to improve the conversation as well.